Hello there, it is me, Tarman, and welcome back. Today we're going to hop back into the Horus Heresy, the new box, the Dark Age, the Age of Darkness. Yeah, so let's paint that Terminator, the Saturn IX Terminator, in Iron Warriors colors. So first thing we're going to be doing is spraying this bad boy a nice brown. And he is going to be in sub with him, really just his shoulder pauldrons are going to be separate. But yeah, so let's spray this guy brown. And there we are, all nice and brown. And he looks all tied together too. So the next thing we're going to do is pick out the metal color that the Iron Warriors have. And we're going to be using Iron Warriors. And there we are. Now he's all nice and Iron Warriors color. Nice deep metallic. So now the next thing we're going to do is pick out all of his joints and any black bits. And we're going to be using this. And there we are. Now all those joints and the black bits are picked out. Look how thick that man is. Looks a lot better, I think. And don't forget to paint the shoulder pauldron. That needs to be black. Next thing we're going to do, we're going to pick out some of the brighter silvery bits. And we're going to be using this. And there we are. Now the brighter silver bits are picked out. Yes, there's a fly bugging me right now. But yeah, silver bits are picked out. So let's hop over to a gold almost. And we're going to start with this. And we're going to highlight it with this.
I can't stop you, Odie.
And there we are. Look at that pop. Yep, the shoulders are not glued on yet. Alright, so the next thing to do is to move on to the yellow. And you're probably going to need to do a couple coats, and make sure to thin it so you get nice even coats. This is the yellow I'm going to be using. So let's do it. And there we are. The yellow is picked out. So now we gotta just do the black striping over the yellow. And what we're gonna use is this. And there we are. Now the next thing to really do is they put a wash over the whole model, and then after that we're going to start highlighting and adding more grit and grime to him and picking out a little bit more details on him, but we're at the stage now where we have to put a wash on him. So the wash we're going to be using is my old reliable, this one. And there we are. Now the next thing to really do is to pick out his joints. These are not connected yet, so I can still take them off. We're going to highlight his joints. And the color we're going to be using is this. And there we are. Now those are all picked out. The next thing we're going to do is add in a little bit of a highlight to those bullet dents in his armor. And probably some subtle chipping too. And we're going to be using this. Look at that chipped up boy in his old armor. Now the next thing we're going to do, we're going to pick out this cloth bit we have right here. I'm going to dry brush it. This, if you can see that. Yeah, I'm going to dry brush it this, and then I'm going to go over it with this. Let's do it. Kaboom! And see, there we are. Now we got to pick out this little tassel or handle that I did, and these pipes here. I probably add more glue there. A little wobbly. So let's pick that out. For the handle, I'm gonna be using this, and for the wiring to it, I'm just gonna be painting it this. And there we are. Now he is pretty much done, but we're gonna go the extra mile. So let's pick out these little coils for his plasma gun, and then we're gonna hop onto his face. So what we're gonna do for the plasma gun is this. And here we are. All that beautiful coils are picked out. Now we're just gonna hop onto the face, and we're gonna use my standard 3. Using this as the base, highlighting eyeballs or teeth or anything. But we're gonna be mixing this white with this because I want it to look more pale. So let's hop into it. And there we are. That's pretty much it. The last thing we're going to do is just base him. And I'm just going to put red sand on his base. So next time you see him, he'll be all done.
Well, I do hope you guys enjoyed that little paint job. I think it's pretty straightforward and simple. Um, I'm definitely a fan of the Iron Warriors. I like how they play, and I think he will be a fine addition to the army. And I love how I made him look rugged and stuff because I know, like in the lore of the Iron Warriors, they don't really wear that much heraldry or symbols signifying their rank. They're very simple and simplistic, and I think that shows it pretty well. So I hope you guys like the paint job and enjoy it. And if you would like to see me paint or do something else, leave a comment down below. Let me know what you guys want to see me do. But without further ado, on to the montage.